Wake up, open your eyes. You've been sleeping. There's beauty in the struggle. There's light inside the dark.
Yeah, life is hell, but I'm still standing. Every crack upon the soul, a story buried in the darkness, drowning in the rain. Pressure makes diamonds. Be strong when the world tries to break you apart. Be courageous when the fear starts whispering to your heart. Be humble when you rise, don't forget where you began. And be gentle with the wounded when you finally understand. Love to your fullest, give it everything you've got. Even when the world gets cold, let your spirit stay lit. Don't become what hurt you, don't surrender to the hate. Sometimes mercy is the strength that separates us from our fate. Seek to understand before you ever judge a soul. Everybody's fighting battles that they never chose, that no one knows. Look inside yourself, what are you running from? The deepest journey isn't outward, it's within. It's discovering who you are.
Wake up, you're sleeping. Open your eyes. There's an eternal horizon hidden behind the skies. Stand up, keep breathing, never give in. The beauty of the struggle is the strength within.
See your brother, see your sister, not as a stranger but as kin. Try to understand the sorrow, try to understand the sin. From an eternal perspective, let compassion be your sight. When the world becomes darkest, become somebody's light. Always do your best, even when your best feels small. A mountain isn't conquered by one giant step at all. It's the thousand little footsteps when nobody knows your name. The choice to rise tomorrow after yesterday's pain. Don't measure your existence by possessions or approval. There's a universe within you greater than you ever knew. Your brother carries sorrow, your sister carries pain, and every human being is a traveler beneath the stars. We all wear masks, be yourself. So listen before speaking, understand before you fight. There's more than one perspective underneath the same sky. Open up your vision, let the ego fall away. You might discover someone's darkness only needed you to stay. I looked into the mirror and I finally understood. The enemy I feared was the part of me I never loved. I fought against my shadows till I learned what they could teach. Every wound became a doorway, every scar became a reach. Life can feel like hell, but hell is not the end. Sometimes fire is the furnace where the broken learn to mend. So forgive yourself, forgive your brother, forgive your sister, forgive the past, and keep walking.
Wake up, you're sleeping. Open your eyes, look beyond the temporary. See the infinite inside. Be strong, be courageous, never give up. When the world takes everything, still give your love.
Love when it's difficult, be kind when it costs. Stay humble when you win and find yourself when you're lost. See with an open eye, see beyond the pain. The storm may shake your branches, but your roots remain.
So wake up, breathe deep, look within. You are more than your suffering, more than your mistakes, more than the darkness you have known. There is beauty in the struggle, there is wisdom in the wound, there is light beyond the darkness. And as long as you keep walking, you have not lost. Never give up, keep your heart open, love to your fullest. Wake up, open your eyes.
Stars don't fall, they crash and burn. Will humanity ever learn? We've sworn to get it right, time and time again. Then why do we continue to live in sin? Chaos and hate are not the way to win. The corruption will make your head spin. Keep your mouth shut or you might be waking up next to the garbage bin. We all seek for joy, then why do we deny others to that right? The current world scene is as walking in the dark of night. Everything is a continuous and unpeaceful fight. There is no divine light, good ethics are nowhere in sight. Nations torn from war take flight, while governments take flight. Everyone is trying to intimidate with a weapon so bright. What has become of the world? What happened to our planet? Or has it always been as it is now? Hear what I say, now listen to my flow. Only your divine true self can help you learn and grow. Progress is an instant, always knows. The true light will show you the path to avoid God's wrath. We must unite as one, not divide ourselves. Why does war sell, but peace remain a dream? Inequality is rampant on every side. The rich become richer while the poor remain poor and suffer more and more. Why is the door to heaven shut and open with the price? While hell is free and avoided at all costs, it welcomes all who are lost, free of charge. The music, media, food and culture pollute the heart. Poverty fills every corner of earth while billions starve. Does anyone care? Why do we refuse to share what has been freely given to us, while worshiping that which decays and rust? Constantly seeking after the desires of the flesh, lusting after materialistic gain, seeking after fame, treating life as a game, putting those who are real to shame. Those who speak the truth are silenced to death, while those who are fake are honored as great speakers, kings, politicians, leaders, teachers, gurus, prophets claim they know the correct path. There's so much faith, I don't know, you do the math. Have we failed the test? Is war and greed what we as humanity does best? Obey the law of the land which upholds political entities. Incorporate force, serve and protect, rob, steal and plunder the citizens, violently steering them with their hearts. Young women stuck in prostitution, selling their bodies to have a roof over their head. Feed the babies and live to see another day. Cancerous commonality from radiation, drugs numb the masses. All have lost hope, religion and spirituality. Preach a beautiful future while painting fear and control inside their followers' minds at the core.
We've forgotten, taken far from our peace. We're stuck in the dark web of deceit. You can hardly see the path, that the image can be pure again. New sources lie to us, distracting us from the truth of what was organized. Religion fills our heart with pain, our eyes will sleep, our soul with fear. Pastors of greed and deceit, misled as they make what they need to use their greed.
Politicians and governments create wars out of greed. We the humans of earth have no voice, we have no choice. We are forced to obey, we are forced to comply. Our brothers and sisters are killed in the wars. Mothers of desolate children fall into sorrow and grief.
They will never come back.
The revolving door of consumerism consumes the heart, while the rich fill up their grocery carts. The poor cry silently in their hearts, knowing they have to put the healthy food back on the shelves. Arsenals of weapons that can incinerate humankind. Governments create their own laws, we might as well burn a constitution. This has lost its root purpose. What became of checks and balances? The nationalists were tamed, as pandemicides the world.
Countries left as elite, their homes fractured, becoming the echo with joy, and now pierces with sorrow, with ruin. Trying to put back together the broken pieces, living in the past of desire, dreaming of the future of love's divine fire. We've lost the truth, shattered and broken, conflicted by what once was, contemplating the empty, enslaved future. What's missing?
The art of delving within, seeking the clarity of reality, being one with the present moment, living by the rules of the absolute, and realizing the self, and realizing the self. Realizing the self, and realizing the self, and realizing the self.
When the night gets cold, don't surrender. There's a light inside the darkness. You just gotta learn to find it.
I've been walking through the valley where the shadows consume the soul. Demons attack, but they'll never make me weak. I don't fight them with a weapon, I confront them with the truth. Turn the darkness into wisdom, turn the suffering to the proof. Love my ammunition, intelligence my shield. Every trauma became a lesson, all that became revealed. When the world becomes a prison and the cold begins to bite, I listen to the quiet voice that whispers through the night. The moon above my head like a lantern in the void, saying keep moving forward, you will never destroy it. Even when I lose the path and I can't see where it goes, something deep inside my soul already knows the way to go. Fight your demons with love, fight the darkness with light, fight the fear with the wisdom. When the world gets cold, let your intuition guide. The moon will be a compass through the darkest night. Don't surrender your heart, don't surrender your mind. There's a road through the shadows if you're willing to find the light. Pain will try to convince you that you're destined to fall, but suffering is a teacher, it ain't the ruler of us all. Every storm brings rain, every winter has a spring. Every broken piece of you still remembers how to move forward. Don't become what hurt you, don't return hate for hate. Use compassion like a fire when you're standing at the gate. And if someone brings deception, answer calmly with the truth. Wisdom isn't weakness, it's the armor of the youth. I navigate the unknown by the compass in my chest. Not every voice deserves my fear, not every thought deserves respect. I question what I'm thinking, separate the false from real. Listen for the quiet truth that only stillness can reveal. When the stars disappear,
When the stars disappear,
when the road fades away,
when the road fades away,
when the night feels eternal,
when the night feels eternal,
you've forgotten the way. Breathe. Look up, the moon is still there. Still there. I battled in the demons wearing faces made of doubt. I learned you don't destroy them, you bring understanding out. Shine a light upon a shadow, let love do its work. Sometimes what you call a demon is a wound beneath the hurt. So I walk with my heart open, but my eyes remain awake. Love without discernment can be another kind of cage. Intelligence and kindness, let them walk beside your soul. One can see the hidden path, one can make the broken whole. The world may freeze around you,
you don't have to give up.
the coldest night can teach you
How to make your own fire.
Fight your demons with love, fight the darkness with light, fight the fear with the wisdom and discover yourself. When the world gets cold, let your intuition guide. The moon will be your compass through the darkest night. And if the heavens go silent, if you can't see the sign, trust the light in your spirit, one step at a time. The demons don't define you, the darkness doesn't own you. The cold world can't extinguish the fire you've carried within. Look to the moon, listen within, walk with love, walk with love, and keep moving through the night until you become the light. The streets are crying underneath the neon. Mama's praying while the sirens keep the beat on. Everybody's searching for a way to survive. Some lose their soul just trying to stay alive.
Young blood running where the concrete cracks. Gang signs painted like scars on the maps. Brother turns against brother for a name. Another candle burning in the rain. They tell you choose a side, pick a color, pick a crew. But underneath the skin, we all bleeding the same truth. Poverty whispers, desperation screams. Children growing up inside somebody else's dreams. And the police lights flash through the midnight haze. Some protect the innocent, some get lost in the power of the badge. When authority forgets the people it was meant to serve, justice becomes a weapon instead of what we deserve. Still, somewhere beneath the anger and fear, there are human beings trying to make things clear. We can't heal the wound by creating another scar. We need wisdom strong enough to change who we are. We're walking through the fire, trying not to lose our light, fighting all the shadows that were born inside the night. If power becomes corruption, if truth becomes a lie, love must be the revolution. Pharmaceutical towers rising over desperate souls. Profit on the spreadsheet while the suffering takes its toll. Medicine can save a life, knowledge can set us free, but healing loses meaning when the patient becomes a fee. Doctors caught between compassion and the corporate lines. Scientists searching for answers while investors count the signs. We need medicine with mercy, science guided by the heart, not a marketplace where human suffering becomes an art. And behind the flags and medals, underneath the marching drums, war can make a fortune while the wounded never run. Military machines become kingdoms of their own. Young soldiers carry burdens that the power never know. Corruption wears a uniform, corruption wears a suit. Sometimes it speaks in scripture, sometimes hides behind the truth. But every institution built by human hands can fall. The answer isn't hatred, it's accountability for all. And what a faith when the temple becomes a throne, when a shepherd seeks the gold instead of tending the soul. When sacred words become weapons to control. The divine was never meant to be owned. No prophet needs a palace made of fear. No God requires hatred to draw us near. If religion cannot teach compassion to the broken, then perhaps we've forgotten what the sacred words are spoken. Hospitals should be sanctuaries, not factories of fear. Every patient is a universe, every heartbeat precious here. Medical corruption can poison trust when greed gets louder than the oath we put in us. But don't condemn the healer, cause the system has a flaw. There are countless hands still reaching through the dark. Nurses, doctors, researchers fighting every day, trying to turn suffering into another chance to stay. So expose the corruption, but don't become corrupt. Speak against injustice, but don't surrender love. Use intelligence like fire, let compassion be the flame. Change the world without becoming what you came to blame. We're walking through the fire, trying not to lose our light. Fighting all the shadows that were born inside the night. If power becomes corruption, the truth becomes a lie. Love must be the revolution that refuses to die. We're more than broken systems, more than violence in the street, more than every institution that forgot the people that you're serving me. Raise your voice for those forgotten, stand for truth without the hate. A better world begins the moment we refuse to reproduce the same mistakes. So let the sirens fade into the distance. Let the guns fall silent in the rain. Let the hospitals remember healing. Let the temples remember grace. Let the soldier come home human. Let the prisoner find a door. Let the child grow up believing they don't have to live through war. And if the world is cold and broken, if the night has swallowed every star, carry love like an ancient lantern and remember who you are. Because darkness isn't defeated by becoming darkness too. We break the cycle with our courage, our compassion, and the truth.
Born where the skyline kisses the clouds of gold, while another child shivers in the bitter cold. One counts fortunes behind titanium gates, another counts blessings while surviving on faith. Empty bowls, empty souls searching for a sign, while diamonds flood the wrists that already shine. The world built towers reaching into the blue, but forgot the broken hands that carried them through. The rich chase kingdoms that can never satisfy, the poor chase tomorrow with tears in their eyes. Different roads, yet the same silent disease. A heart without compassion never truly breathes. Every dollar has a shadow, every crown bears weight. Greed plants seeds that eventually grow into hate. The earth cries softly beneath humanity's feet, still whispering forgiveness with every heartbeat. Heartbeat, heartbeat, heartbeat.
Can you hear it?
Beyond the noise,
Beyond the fear, there's another voice.
Spread the wings of faith, let compassion rise. Let the fear of hatred covering our eyes. The feather of peace is lighter than a sword that is stronger than the armies marching toward a war. Love is the vision where fear once stood, healing the broken with the power of good. From the roots of suffering, new forests can grow when we water the world of the will that we know.
Suffering starts where attachment chains the mind, searching outside for what we'll never find, building identities from money and fame, while forgetting every heartbeat carries the same flame. Fear wears disguises with elegant grace, sometimes in uniform, sometimes in lace. Sometimes it's greed hiding under success, sometimes it's pride dressed up as righteousness. Blindness keeps pointing at enemies afar, while the deepest battlefield lives inside the heart. The loudest explosions don't always leave smoke, sometimes they're words that leave families broke. The vision of love doesn't weaken the soul, it breaks every prison we're mistaken for control. It teaches forgiveness without being blind, and justice with mercy intertwined. Lay down the anger, lay down revenge. The strongest bridge begins where divisions end. No child is born hating another face. Fear is a language that love can erase. Every sunrise rewrites what darkness believe. Every act of kindness becomes a new seed. War marches proudly wearing medals of steel, while mothers bury dreams no victory can heal. Smoke fills the heavens where doves used to fly, leaving unanswered prayers hanging in the sky. But peace falls softly like a feather in flight, landing unnoticed in the middle of the night. It never demands applause or control, it simply awakens the sleeping soul. The roots of suffering reach deep underground, fed by the lies that separate us from them. Cut through illusion with compassion's blade, and watch every wall begin to fade. The poorest heart may carry the richest light, the richest hands may still tremble at night. True wealth is measured by the love we release, not by possessions, but by the presence of peace.
Open the wings of faith, let heaven begin. Not somewhere beyond us, but somewhere within. The feather of peace can silence the drums when enough awakened hearts finally become one. The blindness of fear fades into the dawn as the vision of love keeps carrying on. The roots of suffering no longer remain when compassion becomes the rhythm in our veins.
So I'll raise my voice where the hopeless stand, with truth in my heart and hope in my hands. For the richest revolution the world will ever see is a soul set free, setting another soul free. Where the children still sleep, dreams wrapped in blankets the winter won't keep. Skyscrapers touching the heavens with pride, while hope digs through dumpsters where forgotten hearts hide. Politics painted in silver and gold, promises melt before they're even told. Power builds towers on fragile foundations, while silence becomes the anthem of nations. War writes its name with the smoke in the sky. Mothers keep asking the same question, why? Cities once blooming are oceans of stone. Every shattered window whispers, you're not alone. Flags keep on waving, those streets disappear. Truth gets buried underneath mountains of fear. History echoes through blood-soaked terrain, teaching the same broken lesson again. Fear builds a prison, love carries the key. Darkness keeps shouting, you'll never be free. But even the stars are born out of the night. One spark of compassion can awaken the light. Ashes keep falling, but dawn still remains. Flowers still rise through the cracks in the pain. The world may be trembling beneath all this weight, but hope keeps arriving though it always comes late. Empty bowls sitting on weathered old knees, hungry hearts begging the cold for relief. Homeless souls hidden in shadows downtown, invisible people while fortune stack pounds. Children inherit the debts of the throne, learning too early they're fighting alone. Fear
sells a story that hatred can win. Love answers softly the battles within. Corruption wears suits with immaculate smiles, crossing the conscience for temporary piles. Justice grows weary beneath heavy chains, still searching for sunlight through endless rains. The rich is still left while the poorest divide. A river of sorrow too painful to hide. Every statistic once breathed with a name. Every lost heartbeat still mattered the same. What if compassion became our wealth? What if we measured success by our health? Not numbers, not empires, not kingdoms of dust, but neighbors rebuilding the bridges of trust. The loudest revolutions begin without sound, when one soul chooses to lift another from the ground. No army can conquer a heart filled with grace. No darkness can swallow love's endless embrace. The world may be fractured, the skyline may fall, still mercy keeps answering every last call. Hope isn't fragile, it carries the flame. Speak into every forgotten name. So when the night tells you everything's gone, remember the silence that comes before dawn. The strongest foundations are built from what's true. A heart full of courage, compassion breaking through. We're more than corruption, more than our fears, more than the sorrow collected through years. From war into wisdom, from hatred to peace, the chains of the darkness can finally cease.
No throne lasts forever, no empire escapes time, but every act of love outlives the monuments, outsings the cannons, outshines the titans, and becomes the sunrise.
The loudest voice ain't always speaking what's true. Sometimes the darkest chains are the ones we never knew. Break every chain that was forged out of fear. Love speaks softly, but the truth is crystal clear. Rise from the ashes, let your spirit take flight. Walk the path of divinity into the light. Freedom is calling beyond every wall. Grace still reaches every soul that may fall. The heart remembers what fear can't erase. The light of compassion, the strength of embrace. Somewhere religion like a beautiful disguise, while fear hides quietly behind gentle lies. When love becomes control, its reflection grows dim. The soul starts forgetting, the light lives within. But faith without mercy is an echoing stone, and power without kindness leaves a spirit alone. The sacred isn't measured by titles and names, but by how we lift others through the suffering and pain. Don't let your conscience be borrowed a soul. Question with wisdom, let your courage unfold. The divine isn't frightened by honest inquiry. Truth burns brighter than inherited certainty. The battlefield isn't only land or sky. It's every choice between truth and a lie, between fear and freedom, between hatred and grace. Every heartbeat decides what the future will face. With every chain that was forged out of fear, let compassion become what the whole world can hear. The path of divinity shines through the night. One soul awakening becomes another light. The rift between freedom and fear can be crossed. No heart is forgotten, no soul is truly lost. When love walks humbly instead of demanding a throne, we discover the light has been with us all along.
No crown outshines a humble heart. No fortune outweighs a gentle hand. A greatest revolution begins within when fear lays down its armor.
And love finally stands, look into the mirror. See the kingdom we become, building golden towers while the poorest overcome. Crowns made of paper, hearts carved in the stone. Millions standing shoulder to shoulder, still alone. Power, rights, promises, and beautiful ink, teaching people what to fear before they ever think. Some sell heaven while they're counting earthly gain, turning sacred words into profitable change. When fear becomes a language spoken from the throne, we control hides us behind merciful lies. The corruption of mankind isn't written in the skin. It's the silent war we wage with the darkness within. Greed feeds the hunger that no treasure can relieve, while truth waits patiently for hearts that still believe. Can you hear the silence calling through the noise? Beyond every chain, beyond every voice.
Open the wings of faith beyond the walls of fear. Truth becomes the music when the heart can finally hear. Divinity is found where compassion leads the way. Not in empty power, but in love lived every day.
Freedom isn't purchased by silver or by gold. It's born inside a spirit that refuses to be sold. Peace begins the moment fear loosens its hold. As weary hearts awaken, courageous and bold. There's a battlefield stretching farther than the eye, where the rich build kingdoms while the desperate ask why. One sleeps behind gates guarded through the night, another dreams of bread beneath the broken street light. Money builds empires, but it cannot purchase grace, nor erase the sorrow written on a mother's face. The greatest poverty is losing sight of love, while chasing empty echoes of a kingdom high above. Fear builds prisons without walls or iron bars, leaving people searching for salvation in the stars. Freedom starts the second we remember who we are, not divided by our labels, but united by the heart. Lay down the chains, lay down the lies. No soul was born beneath the price. The path of divinity isn't paved with pride. It's walking with the broken, standing by their side. It's lifting every stranger as if they were your own, turning seeds of mercy into forests fully grown. Hearts are aching, ties from carrying the weight, watching hope disappear behind another gate. Children inherit battles they never chose to fight, searching for the sunrise through another endless night. Still a feather of peace falls gently through the storm, whispering another world can still be born. Not through hatred, not through red chains, but through healing every place where broken spirits beat. For just this revolution isn't built with swords, it's every act of kindness spoken without reward. When fear loses its kingdom, compassion takes the throne, and every wounded heart remembers it is home.
Open the wings of faith, let love become your side, turning every shadow toward the coming light. The rift between the rich and poor can someday cease, when justice walks beside the feathered wings of peace. No chains on the spirit, no walls in the soul. Love becomes the river,
and every broken heart is made whole.
The corruption may whisper, but compassion will sing.